How's it going, YouTube? It's Jammy here, and it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but I thought I'd just pop in and give you a lowdown what it's like to have long hair for 10 years now. About 10 years that I've had long hair, and I just want to say like what I went through, what it's been like, what the experience has been, what the journey and all that stuff. So basically, yeah, so I started growing it like 10 years ago now, and it was one of those things that I got so fed up of having to put products in my hair and doing my hair, because I've got like quite straight hair. I got really bored of just like putting stuff in my hair like gel or wax or paste, having to style it, and if the wind came along it would like literally mess it up, or I put a hat on, take it off, I'd have the hat hair thing, and I was like, I'm so sick of this now. Like I just want to just have an easy haircut. And don't get me wrong, having long hair isn't the most easiest haircut to have. You still have to do maintenance, but it's less maintenance, like having to go to hairdressers all the time, putting stuff in your hair, styling it, and then you're not sure if it looks a bit wonky or a bit off. Like at least with this one, it's kind of like flat on your head. It does go in your face a lot like this, but other than that, we're all good. So we'll see how long this video lasts, and if the wind's gonna blow it. So yeah, I got it done, and I just went for it, and I decided to grow it out. So there was always an awkward stage, because the first time I decided to go for it, and the last time basically, I had a haircut like short on the sides and back, so it was growing out really weirdly. So you kind of have to like go through the weird hair stage. So there was a lot of hats, a lot of beanies, a lot of hoodies, and everything, just trying to cover it up while it was growing out. And I went to hairdressers just to like kind of like even it out a bit, because it was growing out in weird directions and not layered right, and it was kind of like, and it was also going out like that. So I've got thin hair, but quite a lot of it. So it was literally just growing up there. So they had to like kind of de-thick it, make it like so it would just grow out, and also like texture it a bit. But what you'll find is like, so say your hair gets to about there, like above your ear, just below your ear, and if you just able to like tuck it round, and I literally just did that. So as long as you could tuck your hair around like that, I just left it to grow, and that was it really, and it was easy as that. So you kind of have like a weird stage where you've got little pokey bits coming out the side when you're growing it out, but then you kind of have an issue when you get to your shoulders, because it will start to like kind of go like that, it's like flick out and hits the shoulders. But once you get past the shoulders, you're all good, and then you can just start like styling it and putting it up. I would say when it gets to like about this length is when you can start like properly throwing it up and things, doing like a little kind of man bun, or just putting it a little knot on the top, or yeah, loads of little different styles you can do when you get to that stage. But it's just persevering, and you know, and once you get there, like you don't look back. Like it gets to that point, you're like, actually I don't need to do much to my hair. Like the problem is you need to brush your hair a lot, sure, and that is something I didn't have to do when I had short hair. So basically I'd go in the shower, I'd have like one shampoo I'd use, whack it on, be really quick as well, the drying process, wouldn't have to have a hairdryer or anything, wouldn't have to like brush it all the time. So these are the things that you have to do when you've got long hair, or you'll just be a knotty mess. Like some people can get away with like not having to brush it, and it might look okay, or they might not have to wash it so often. But I get so greasy in my hair. My hair's a little bit greasy at the moment. So because it doesn't take long for it to grease up, and so I need to wash it about like 2 to 3 times a day. And yeah, so there's kind of like a process that you have to look into. Mine's the hammering at the moment. So yeah, basically I would have to get out the shower, and I have to like brush it and really brush it and not be lazy about it, because you start to get like kind of knots in your hair, and it will start to like kind of like pull apart and things. It all gets a bit messy if you don't brush it properly. So I went through a lot of years not brushing my hair properly, being really lazy about it, and then finally got to the point I was like, right, I've got to sit here and just do this right now. So I sat there, brushed my hair, blow dried it. Also, blow drying your hair is like kind of essential when you've got long hair, because you just literally have like, if it's like cold outside as well, like it just never dry, and I can't stand like going to bed and I've got like wet hair. So yeah, those are kind of things you have to go through. Also look into like moisturizing hair, because it dries out. Also you start like easing hair a lot, like I'm doing right now. And it sheds a lot as well, so you'll feel like your hair is like falling out all the time, and it freaks you out, but it's just kind of totally natural. But if you haven't had that before and you've had short hair, you don't even notice it falling out. So yeah, those are like the kind of points that are kind of the negatives, I would say, like, because you do have to do maintenance with it. But then again, I'm not having to put products in my hair, which is fantastic. So it kind of like gives your hair a little healthy side of things, so you're not having to put all like products and artificial stuff in there. So yeah, there's definitely pros and cons, but I love it. So that's why I've had it for so long, and it's one of those styles that not many people have still. Like there's kind of trends where people start growing their hair out and things, but you've got to really persevere and get past the stage. And once you get past it, like you're living the dream, and it's such a nice haircut to look after, and it's kind of like a bit timeless as well, because if you look at pictures of like trends and haircuts, like they go out of fashion so quickly, but if you look at the long hair trend, like it's hard to pinpoint like when it was I had this, or there's never been a point that long hair's gone out of fashion, because it's just basically just long hair. Like there isn't like a trend, there isn't like a style, there isn't like a fade, there isn't like a certain cut that you do. So yeah, it's just always a bit of a timeless thing, and I just enjoy like being part of like the long hair crew, which there isn't many of us around, but when you meet someone, you're like, all right, mate, you're good. So yeah, I'm gonna put more videos up about long hair. If you've got any more questions, let me know, and I want to get more involved in letting you guys know the process. If you've got any issues, or you're having problems with it, or you want to start growing your hair really long, then just give me a shout in the comments box, and we'll get a little conversation going, you know what I mean? So hopefully you could hear this, because there's a lot of wind and hammering. Oh well, it's part of being in nature. Yeah, speak soon.